Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Peace and blessings. This is Raisa Kiwala, the divorced Muslimah coach. This Ramadan is unique due to the isolation and lack of socialization right now. The majority of the world is experiencing a lot of uncertainty, insecurity, and just this state of unknown, these fears that are coming up from the unknown. Fears about finances, about kids, about what life is going to be like. There's a lot of loneliness that's happening, which is leading to a lot of panic and anxiety. This is a brand new dynamic that we're all facing. And what I want to point out is that this new dynamic that we're experiencing as a global community is what people experience when they go through divorce. And in Ramadan, it is always compounded, especially the isolation, feeling left out of the community, not being part of the same circles, and so on. And I see this pain firsthand with all of the sisters that I support from around the world. This is the month of the Quran, and we can find solace in the Quran, especially for your specific situation and our global situation. Whether you are divorced or going through a divorce or have just coming to the realization that your marriage has broken down, being in lockdown and going through divorce is really intensified right now. Being alone and managing everything, the kids, and not having support, and not having enough time out for yourself, and the loneliness, I want you to know that I'm here to support you and show you how this beautiful deen of ours is the answer. It's the solution for all of us. This verse is the key. It's in chapter 13, verse 28. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find rest. And that sums it up. And what I'm going to be doing is connecting this verse to all the other verses in the Quran that I'm going to be sharing throughout the month in a way that you haven't been shown before. And that is the understanding of how our human experience works to be able to actualize the remembrance of Allah at every moment as a way of being, not doing, being in a state of peace, right? In that moment when you have a choice in how you respond, what you say, how you behave. You know, divorce, it brings out the worst in people, or it can, and a lot of people have that experience. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructs us to, when we separate, to separate with kindness, with fairness, with respect, with dignity, right? Allah is telling us, prescribing to us how to live our life, and we don't need to look to anywhere else. We don't need to look any further for the answer or for the solution. And it doesn't matter what your circumstances are or your situation, because you will never be given anything more than what you can handle, according to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you believe Him, you will know that you are always okay, even when you don't feel okay. We all want peace in our life, in our situation, to be able to navigate our situations from a peaceful place inside, not with the, brewing storm or the uneasiness that's inside of us that makes us vulnerable to respond from our lowest self rather than our highest self. This is the remembrance of Allah. Stay tuned as I show you what that journey looks like to be in that state of peace. If you're interested to know more and you found this helpful so far, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Raisa Ghiwala, to get the videos as they come out in this Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.